And it is live.
Good.
It is Wednesday afternoon, right at 1:03 p.m. East Coast time. That is one-ish, and that's what we always aim for.
Yeah, we aim for one-ish. We've made it.
You know what time it is, folks? It's watching Amazon, and who are you, sir?
The Bo one, the Co one, John Colder, Ice Lawson, the one you've been waiting for.
And I'm Brent Leary.
The one you could care less for.
Must we start with such?
It gets me in the mood, bro. If I don't come out the box,
we're all the better for it. Oh, sorry. Continue on.
If I don't come out the box swinging, I'm not happy.
Let me get our branding up here. Man, no, I gotta have the
Boom.
Gotta have the branding. There it is. The logo is there. It is officially watching Amazon time, folks. And look who is in the house. JB. Remember when he used to be JB the internet guy or JB the web guy? JB.
Was it JB the web guy?
Was it the web guy?
I think that sounds kind of familiar.
JB the web guy is in the house. Jeffrey Alexander Brathwaite. It sounds like he ought to be like a multi-millionaire with that kind of name.
He is.
that kind of name.
He's royalty.
You need to have a lot of money. I like that though. It's in his initials are Jab.
It's Jam.
No, Jab.
Oh, Jab. Oh, Jab.
Oh no. All right, folks. So it is watching Amazon, and as usual, there's a lot of stuff to watch. But guess what I have to start the show
off? What?
I was waiting for the clip. Yes.
I know. I'm waiting for somebody else to say something.
I know. Like, there's only two of us here, folks, because Meredith is. I hope Meredith's migraine has gone away from last week.
Yeah, I hope so too, man.
So anyway, I do have a clip I thought we'd get started with.
Okay, let's go.
And this is actually, I hope this works because I'm actually using a new little device.
It probably won't work then.
So chances are, I think it'll work. So here we go. Let me give it the old college try here. So do this. Do this. Oh, this is not going to work.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. I knew there was something shiesty about this. It's
That's
not
what
going
you
to
get
work.
for sitting around watching TV while you're working.
Wait a minute. Will this work? No. Wait a minute. This works. All right. Here we go. I think we got it straight.
Okay. No sound.
No sound. No sound.
No sound.
Oh, this is not good.
Well, can you just make it play and we'll listen through your microphone?
That's not going to work either. Anyway, so this is just a little clip, and we can do the sound over. So we all know that Amazon was kind of hurt when they lost that JEDI project, that $10 billion Department of Defense project. Remember, they were the ones in the lead for, it seemed like, right until the last second, and then all of a sudden, the current resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue stepped in and said he heard from somebody that the process was not right. It was a hoax project. It was a fake news project. And all of a sudden, I guess I can switch back to myself now.
Yeah.
Which is all right. If I can switch back to myself. There it is. And I'll bring you back in. So remember, they were in the lead. $10 billion project. It was like in their grasp. It was in their hands. And at the last second, the current resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue said he heard from somebody that the process was flawed. And he had to step in. And once that happened, guess what? Amazon went from having that $10 billion in their hands to seeing it go in Microsoft's pocket.
Yep.
And they were not happy about it. And they, said, hey, hold this up. You can't give this out yet. You got to have some further exploration into this. And Oracle said the same thing. But after all the, I guess the review that took place, they said that it's still Microsoft's. And Amazon just said recently, hold up, we're not done fighting this yet. We're going to take this to the courts. And so that was what the clip I was trying to play. Now I got to find out why it's not working. Now get this new stuff in it. It don't work. I'm mad. I'm perplexed. I'm just not happy. But anyway, I'm not the only one that's not happy because Amazon is not happy and they are fighting. Do you think they have a shot to overturn this Microsoft ruling to get the $10 billion from that Department of Defense contract?
No.
You think this is just
no, I don't think it's that. I think they just are. I think they're suing for, damages. I don't think they'll ever get the contract back. I don't think the judge is not gonna make them walk back the contract. I don't think so.
But what if it was proven that there was some tricks being played, some nasty tricks, some dirty tricks?
I mean, I think that's obvious. And I don't even know if it was nasty tricks,
Personal
vendetta, yeah.
Personal vendetta gets in the way. And let's say
contract.
there's proof of that.
Okay.
Does Amazon have
I think you need to prove that Microsoft more so is not capable of handling the project for them to pull the project money.
Well, I don't think they can prove that because
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like, I get it. You can.
All right, I'm stopping this right now. I'm shutting this down. You might as well turn the channel, JB. If all I'm going to see in your comments is I agree with John. Well, Isn't this the last thing we had with him? I agree with John. I agree with John.
I'm making a sound argument.
He ain't saying nothing new. No, he just knows this gets on my nerves. That's all.
Good. Capitalize it next time, JB. I mean, come on.
I tend to believe you're right.
Seriously, come on. It's not a petty thing, but let's say you're going for a job, the same thing. You go to a job, you say that they didn't, racism, and they hired somebody based on race. You'll get, damages for that, but that doesn't secure you the job. I don't see this securing Amazon the job. They might get damages from it.
I would say the most that could happen would be, yes, the process was flawed. We have to start again.
Yeah.
It sounds bad, but
there's a need here.
There's a need here, but
this is Department of Defense. We can't put it off waiting on Amazon to get over their, lick wounds.
So what if it is proven that it's a personal vendetta that cost Amazon $10 billion in this contract? So what are you going to say?
Then you're going to have to pay. They're going to.
So you're going to have to pay the $10 billion to Amazon.
I don't know if they'll get a whole $10 billion. They might get $20 billion. And then they'll go back.
Okay with that if you get $20 billion.
No, and then they'll go back and they'll get. It'll be stuck in the courts for years, and that's why I'm saying this project is going to move forward, whether they like it or not, unless they get a stay on the project. Now, if they did that, then we could talk about it. But
I don't think they can. I don't think they can do that.
Right. So once they start this project, what do you think? Microsoft's going to just gingerly hand that over to Amazon?
I think what's going to happen is there's going to be some kind of a payout.
Yeah. If they can prove a case. I mean, that's still a long way away.
Something tells me they're going to be able to prove this case.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because there was really, it turned on a dime.
There was public. I mean, we got videotape of the guy coming out and saying, hey, I heard somebody said that. First of all, who's the somebody? There's always this somebody, this unknown somebody who says stuff to the president of the United States, basically. So how does just a somebody get a chance to say something to the president of the United States to the point where it moves him to act on a $10 billion contract? I mean, come on, there's so many things that could be looked at for this.
Well, basically, you have to first have a pillow.
All right. Okay. All right. So anyway, I just think that $10 billion contract and it's called Jedi. And every now and again, we just have to return to the Jedi project because
every now and again.
You see what I did there? Return to the Jedi project.
I'm still. Yeah.
That was kind of good because it sets up the next thing we're going to talk about.
Okay, which is
it's a follow up from last week. Last week, remember the phones in the trees?
Yes, the phones in the trees.
The birds and the bees, the phones in the trees.
I
all
knew
that
this
good
was
stuff.
coming. I knew this was coming.
So that was just last week, and you made I think your argument. Yeah, I'll agree with JB. I agree with JB. I think your argument was better than mine. I think it was about ingenuity and about greed and about ways to trick the system, game the system. So you had these drivers, these contract drivers, who had figured out, well, they only seem to give out the information on the new driving opportunities based on your geolocation. So we're going to put burner phones into the trees so that they'll think that we are closer than we are, and then we'll be able to get all the projects, and maybe we'll get an additional 4 or 5 driving assignments in the day, and that makes more money for us. So I was taking the other side. I was like, man, there's some desperate people out there. I don't think that's the case anymore. I do think you are right. I agree with you and JB. All right. So just as Amazon was Return of the Jedi in the last thing we just talked about, here they're not Return of the Jedi. They are The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay. Wow.
That's because that's what's happened. We kind of figured that phone and tree thing was not going to last for very long.
No.
It was
especially once you got press around it.
Especially when you got me talking about it, right? I mean, okay. Maybe that's a bit of a reach. Anyway, but the bottom line is the jig is up. The gaming is over. The Empire has struck back. You cannot hang phones in the trees and expect to get more business anymore. It's done. Boom. What do you think of this episode, this whole week-long episode of Trees in the Phones?
It was brilliant while it lasted.
Didn't last long, though.
No, that's because somebody picked up on it. It was dumb. Actually, if they wouldn't have put him in the tree, if they'd have put him in the bush, you probably would have made it. But hanging from the tree were pretty, you could see that. It
was just a short-term little hustle move. It was like a hustle move.
It was a hustle move.
And we all know hustle moves are good for a little while before,
Until you get press. You get pressed, the big wigs in the office find out, and you're screwed.
So then you get pressed, and then you get depressed because the jig is up.
Yeah, but I think a lot of hustlers know that, and they're working on the next scam.
So what's the next thing you think these hustlers are going to come up with?
Well, hell, if I knew that, bro, I'd sell it as a course to the hustlers.
Look, and by the way, folks, that sound you're hearing is the Cold One, the Bull One, John Colterice Lawson cutting his damn nails.
No.
Yeah, you are. Don't be trying. I heard the clipper, and those nails sound pretty tough too. You better watch out.
I can't believe you can hear that.
You better watch out for your eyes because I could see a big one of them nail clippings.
I can't believe you could hear that. That's too funny. I got to stop.
Look, I'm not the only one. JB, besides you agreeing with Mr. Colterice all the time, can you just let us know if you heard him clipping his damn nails during the show? I just want to know if you agree to that. Let me know if you agree.
Dude, shut up. Move on.
Where's Meredith when I need her, by the way? I really
wish Meredith. Story. Damn, this is supposed to be a business podcast.
Well, yeah, it should be, but I've never seen on any other business podcast the host clipping their nails on the broadcast. I could be wrong.
Here's the problem. I've got, like one nail left. So I got to
go ahead and clip it. Might as well go ahead and get it out.
I got to do it now.
Yeah, we're just here trying to do a show, but yeah, you clip those nails. Good. I hope that you need to get the sander out too. The little.
I can do that without you hearing.
Got the emery board?
I got the emery board, and I can do that without you hearing it. Next story.
Yeah, well, I can hear a lot of scraping, so just to let you know.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. This mic is too good.
Oh, look at this. Nails are flying, but I agree with John.
Nah.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you did. All right, so to the next story.
Okay, next story.
All right, let me just.
Man.
So we've been talking more and more about this. Online grocery is just going crazy, right? I mean, everybody's trying to get in on it now. And look, Amazon is trying. I hate these pop-ups. Man, do I hate these pop-ups.
Gotta get a pop-up blocker.
There it is. So we've been talking about, Whole Foods is only in certain locations. Walmart is all over the place. Maybe Walmart has a shot here to do something with online groceries and get the upper hand on Amazon. Well, look what Amazon is looking to potentially do. Amazon may be partnering with Kohl's, and I already partnered with Kohl's on some of that returning things that you order on Amazon. You can return them to Kohl's or something like that. I haven't heard much about the relationship since that kind of broke out, but this is kind of interesting because, Kohl's does have a pretty good footprint. It's not as good as Walmart, but it got a pretty good footprint, right? I mean, there are a lot of Kohl's all over the place, right?
This will be interesting.
So if Amazon could work with somebody, a Kohl's, or maybe it's more than just Kohl's, but for here, we're talking about Kohl's. So if they can have a physical footprint in Kohl's for their grocery stuff, how does that affect what Walmart is attempting to do? Does Amazon parry? Does that present Amazon because they already got the Whole Foods, and that's not on my side of town, but it's on the good side of town. Well, not on the good side of town, on the rich side of town. I'll put it like that. But Kohl's is not one of those upper echelon, highfalutin kind of stores. They're like store for the everyday person. So if Amazon is able to put a little I don't know if they call it Amazon Go or is that just Amazon Grocery? So
no, I mean, here's what's happening.
Let me give you the full screen so you can tell us all what's happening. Besides, and let's make sure that there's no clippings lying around in shop.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. So basically, though, I mean, Kohl's wants to reduce their store footprint. So instead of maybe giving up their store and moving to a smaller location, they have decided that they're going to try to lease out the space to other businesses. Amazon happened to pick up on one of them, and they're opening a grocery store, a full-fledged Amazon Grocery Go store. And it's going to be a test out there in California somewhere. And if that works for Amazon, then I'm sure they'll do more. But I think it's a brilliant idea from Kohl's to, take their store, maybe slice the needed space in half, and then lease out the other half so that way they can keep their locations without having to, move into a smaller building. And maybe it'll be a revenue generator for them, or at least an equalizer to help them save that, brick and mortar.
I think it's a win-win. I don't see anything negative about this, quite honestly.
No.
Because Amazon is able to put a physical footprint without having to spend a lot to own or reconfigure anything. It's already there. And so just like they're looking at snapping up all those JCPenney stores, they could be putting in, they could have multi-purpose footprints here in
Yeah, you
these
know
locations.
what? I think Kohl's does have some standalone properties too that are in good spots for them for a grocery store.
Yeah, I think so. I'm thinking there's is that a standalone Kohl's up where I grew up close in Delaware? I think it may be. I know. I ain't even putting that up there. Yeah, we get. Yeah, I'll put it up here just for the disdain I have for you. Yeah, great. Moving on. Yeah, no, I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, I think it's a win-win. Or you know what? It's a good try. Let's try. I'm not all that excited about the Amazon grocery store yet, but we'll see.
I'm not excited about it, but I'm not excited about any grocery store, to be honest with you.
That's true too.
but I'm excited about the potential competitive nature of Walmart, who has all the like you.
Well, yeah. Let's be clear. It's not just Walmart.
Let's be clear. Who else says "Let's be clear"? Is that Obama? Doesn't he do that? Let's be clear.
Probably.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Probably.
I just wanted to be clear on what being clear.
He follows me on Twitter.
Yeah, he followed me first, so that's okay.
So I mean, you have to think about grocery when they're talking about doing this. They're trying to get they're going against Kroger's too.
And ironically, there was a story that we found and posted about, if I could find it real quick, because that wasn't originally what I was going to talk about, but it's not just that they're following Kroger, but Kroger is, kind of coming after Amazon too, because of the retail. See, this grocery thing is big. Oh God! Now we've got, all right, Pierre. I used to really like you, man. I really did. Now we got the I agree choir going on. The John I agree choir.
It was just.
I'm just gonna let it say it because I want everybody to see it. Why start the damn sentence off with "John makes an excellent point"? Yeah. What are you and Jeffrey Alexander Brathwaite? Are they like?
They're laughing. They're laughing, bro.
It's so annoying.
Dang, man, the hateration that comes from this side.
I just want to know, Pierre, did John make an excellent point too when he was clipping his damn nails while we were trying to do a show? I just want to know, was that an excellent point too?
I was clipped anyway. Move on.
Yeah, moving on.
We're not going to talk about me and my nails.
I'm just going to say, keep your damn shoes and socks on because I don't want to see anything else being
next,
clipped.
Bro.
No, it is not next.
Toenail game.
Okay, you guys you got me all flushed.
Hashtag toenail game.
Yeah, hashtag kill me now. All right, I want to go back to something else we've been talking about because this actually came up. I think it came out last week as well when we were talking about Walmart and TikTok.
Oh,
I'm about to just shut the thing down now. So just want to let you guys know. Yeah.
God, they're killing me.
No, they're killing me. They're not killing me. They're killing me.
They're killing
All
me
right.
today.
I'm going back again.
My God.
So remember we were talking about Walmart's interest in TikTok. And how we kind of came up with the idea, well, if they're thinking about TikTok from the standpoint of TikTok's usage level in India, that was making it interesting. If they're trying to think about, kind of competing over here, not that interesting. But India is interesting. And that's what I was thinking about when I saw this next story about Amazon potentially going in with Verizon. It's like a $4.5 billion interest in Vodafone India. I'm like, now we're really, so I think maybe the more interesting playground, so to speak, is India when it comes to Amazon versus Walmart, because Walmart has Flipkart, or they have a certain percentage of it they've invested in. Walmart, if they did get TikTok, that's another key kind of India play. And now you see Amazon trying to get in on the telecom market over in India. with a $4.5 billion partnership stake in Vodafone. And then there was something else. I want to pull this out. Let me keep talking and not clipping, but give me your initial impressions of these moves that these big companies seem to be making for a play for India. Why is India that important?
I thought you were going somewhere else.
Well, I might be, but I just wanted to get some backup information here.
What on the India part?
Yes.
I don't see TikTok. I don't think their interest in TikTok is about India. No, India is a great play, thought wise. It is a long play. India is, because right now their infrastructure is still in need for mass e-commerce. They still have infrastructure issues that's going to need to be worked on, which Amazon's good at. Walmart probably not,
So Amazon partnering. Here we go with the damn. This is so annoying. Get out of there. It's almost as annoying as the clipping. All right, so you marry the investment with the Vodafone, which is telecom, which is 5G, which is potentially, an infrastructure play for Amazon in India, right? Along with Verizon. I mean, Verizon and Amazon partnering up, that's 5G, that's wireless broadband, that is infrastructure in the second most populous country in the world. And then here's another story. Amazon, the gorilla in India's fintech retail sector. So Amazon, and I think you even sent me something we'll discuss about Amazon and payments or digital payments. Okay. Or something like that. So Amazon seems to be doing a lot of infrastructure focus in India. Do you think what you're seeing from Amazon with these potential partnerships with this fintech retail play in India, do you see them as having a more interesting strategy to get a foothold in India? Because we're not even talking about the e-commerce.
Jeff Bezos went to India.
Did he take a passage to India?
Yeah, they treated him like he was a national state head. He got to talk. You didn't see that? You remember that, right?
That was a while back, but
that was fourth quarter, third quarter.
It seems like you're seeing.
So they're taking India. That was already they're taking India as a long-term growth build for that market. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think these moves are all that. I think Walmart in India, no.
I think these moves picked up when they lost the Flipkart.
That's what I'm saying. Now they gotta catch up. So, or do something unique and different. And I don't know. Maybe they'll get it. Maybe they won't. They tried this in China and failed miserably. So,
well, that's because that government is, we all know what's going on with China.
Absolutely. But it's just, but I want to back up just a second because I don't know. We do need to talk about the fact that the news came out that Walmart is partnering with Microsoft to buy TikTok, and that is pretty huge. Because they're saying that they want to turn that platform into an e-commerce platform, where right now in China, like they have e-commerce platforms that are run by Alibaba, and people are doing television shows, doing sales on TV, right? Or not on TV, but on those platforms. They're doing broadcast live streams all day long, and they're selling goods. And it's really blown up in the last, 3 to 6 months as, it's caught on, literally like leapfrogging what they would expect to happen in 3 to 4 years happened in just a few months under COVID. So I think Microsoft and Walmart together buying TikTok and doing that with an e-commerce play in mind could actually be a game changer for that little space that Amazon plays in alone.
Well, John, you make an excellent point.
You're so stupid.
And I agree with you. But I do also have some concerns. So
okay, what you got? Guess what? Guess what's outside?
Well, I don't know. All of a sudden,
guess who's here? Right on time.
Who's here? Not Meredith.
People.
Oh, I believe. Oh, so now you can go ahead and clip and hopefully not be heard. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So yeah, I mean that's an intriguing, possible partnership, Microsoft and Walmart. But here's a couple of things I'm thinking about. Walmart didn't have really a great first go at buying a e-commerce play like Jet.com. Just didn't do too hot, and they're still lagging way behind Amazon in that regard. Microsoft really doesn't do anything to help with that compared to what Amazon has done with their e-commerce platform and their e-commerce structures and processes. I mean, Microsoft is great from a cloud platform perspective, but when you drill into e-commerce, they're not really competitive right now with
well, I mean, they are
Amazon.
They are a search engine.
They're a search engine, one that's not used by most people, but you're right. There are search engines.
It's still there, though.
It's still there. It's still there. It's good. Meanwhile, the search engine that people usually go to for products and product information is Amazon. So that's a little different. Now, looking at the TikTok, Microsoft, Walmart triumvirate. Microsoft has not had a lot of great fortune, luck, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to the gaming outside of Xbox. They bought that one. That was a good one. They haven't had much success outside of that. They've tried. Remember, they tried to create a live streaming network like Twitch, and now they're trying to partner with Facebook. Now, if you had that partnership, so you had the Facebook partnership with Microsoft and the Walmart partnership with Microsoft and the Walmart Microsoft partnership to buy TikTok. Now you're covering a lot of bases. But here's the problem. That's a whole lot of partnering, a whole lot of coordination between not just companies, but companies within companies to try to get all this stuff working to compete with Amazon on a scale that I have to see to believe, because there's just a lot of culture clash. I mean, TikTok is young and fast moving and born in the cloud. Walmart is everything but that. Microsoft is somewhat of a hybrid of sorts. And Facebook is out there looming. Man, that's going to take a lot of coordinating. Finally. But he still agrees with you, I'm sure. Anyway, so that's good. That takes a lot of effort to coordinate, to try to pull everything together, and then to try to execute on that and to try to do it in a quick time period. Because Amazon is going to move fast and fail fast if they need to, but that keeps them moving quicker and quicker to a successful outcome. I find it hard to believe that you'd line up Walmart and Microsoft and TikTok, and I'll throw Facebook in there, and try to get all those things lined up and moving on the same path perpetually over time. I'm not buying that right now.
I don't think you have to do all that. I think you're overcomplicating it. All you have to do is duplicate what's already working, and it's working in other countries. Literally, Walmart has product. TikTok has influencers. You mix those two together, and you've got, space, to host the platform and the services with Microsoft, and you're done. I mean, it's not rocket science here. Literally, you put influencers with products together, and they're going to sell your products.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be, anything. You just have to put the program together.
First of all, I think you're going to see a lot of if Walmart is in the acquisition group of buying of TikTok, you're going to see some max exodus unless Walmart can come out and say, "Hey, we don't want y'all to go. We don't want y'all to go. We'll throw money at you to stay," and maybe they'll do that.
I don't think they care who owns it.
I do.
They care about the platform and the purity of the platform experience more than anything.
All right, I got to hold the presses right now because
why? Somebody agreed with you.
Somebody finally agreed with me.
There you go.
And it covers up our faces, so I'm going to move up so they can see my face as we read this comment. It's just a lot to ask for. It's a lot to bring together. It's
That's like don't do that.
It's like the Lord of the Rings.
I'm in the room with you guys. Here's what you do: you let the platform organically build itself.
That will not happen.
And dominate this conversation. What you have to do is give the influencers and the buyers the tools to meet up with each other. It's just like eBay. You didn't have to create a whole lot. You just had to let those two sides, do business together. That's what they need to do with this platform. That's what they need to do with Facebook as a platform. You just need to let one communicate with the other, guarantee the transaction, and we're done.
Yeah. Like that has ever happened between BMF companies. Yeah, we'll sit back and let you do all the work. You do all the decision making.
I get it.
That's not going to happen, dog.
I'm not saying that but I'm saying that there is a viable play here. It's not to be overlooked. If those two people get together and buy TikTok, Amazon does need to figure out Twitch very quickly.
Oh, they're well on the way to doing that. Speaking of which.
Oh, why did I bring it up?
You said Twitch. Speaking of which, it's not about Twitch, though. I just wanted to say that because it rhymed with Twitch. But Amazon Live, is this a thing? Can Amazon compete in the live stream content? I mean, that's
exactly what we were just talking about.
Can they do it? Can they do it? Can we see Amazon?
Probably not. You know why? Because you're asking for a new platform here. But you buy TikTok and it's already there. That's the difference. Live works, yes, live works. But are they going to be able to attract enough people to their live platform? Because you know what? Here's the thing. If you think about it, man, Amazon has tried this on multiple occasions with major name brands. Right? We're having this fashion show live on Amazon and we're going to sell all this stuff. And it's not worked. It's not really cracked the ceiling, man. And I don't know if creating their live platform will do it either.
Wait a minute. I got to put this up here. You missed the E in disgraceful. But other than that, TikTok will do a disgraceful death. I see. That's the thing. I think you're overlooking.
It doesn't matter.
I think it does matter.
You're talking about a brand. Nobody cares about the brand. Get the brand out of there.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying too.
Kids don't want to be associated with old brands. I mean, are you kidding me? Whenever the kid, you know why there's a mass exodus on Facebook? Because those kids don't want to be anywhere near their parents or uncles or whoever who is all of a sudden on Facebook all the time now reading their stuff. They don't want that.
Whatever. That shit ain't making no money.
Now,
let Walmart turn that thing into a damn platform where people can make some money. They don't care if some kids buy.
They didn't do that. They didn't do that for when they brought Jet.com and gave third-party sales. I mean,
no, they didn't.
So that's what I'm saying. There's a track record we have to take into consideration.
Hey, put this one in the can and let's see what happens.
Put it in the can.
That's right. Let's put it in the cans. But who cares? That's what I'm saying. I don't care. Let the kids run away. Bye. Shit, they ain't got no money.
But that's why most of these people are interested in TikTok. It's because they've got a active customer or user base of
that's not true, man.
That is definitely true.
I think that comes from people that are not on the platform. It's not just a bunch of kids, doing stuff. There's a lot of business being done now on TikTok. But more than that, there's more adults creating content on TikTok.
It's going to die a slow death. Whenever the adults get in there, here's the thing. And this has been oh, look who's here.
Here.
Meredith.
Yes.
My buddy. I hope
you do that. You run your mouth and I'm gonna find some data.
Meredith, let me tell you what your boy did.
What did I do?
The early part of this show, Meredith.
This is the theme today.
Meredith, I've got to tell you what he did. Since you missed it, and I'm sorry you missed it. Actually, I'm not sorry you missed it because it was quite disgraceful.
Oh my gosh.
So we were in the middle of a really good conversation, and all of a sudden I hear this clipping sound, and I noticed that he was keeping his hands beneath the camera while I continued to hear this clipping sound, and it was getting louder and louder as he reached bigger fingers. This guy was clipping his fingernails while on a broadcast program. Now, Meredith, I know you love him. I know you think the highest of him, but can you really agree with that kind of behavior?
Oh my gosh.
I just want to know when you get a chance. He was clipped. As a matter of fact, I think I hear some clipping going on right now.
No, that's shut up.
So anyway, welcome, Meredith. I wanted to stop. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. He did. And notice what she said on our show, during our show. So she's taking ownership in this as well.
Okay.
And she doesn't approve of your behavior either. So, yes, Meredith, please, now if you want to like me even more, because I would never do that, that's why you should. Oh, look who's here with us.
Who's that?
What? Are you looking at your screen?
No, I'm not.
Oh, my. See, I'm curious.
Wow.
So not only does he clip his nails on during the show, now he's looking at other stuff during the show.
Finding the TikTok.
He's looking at a screen. He's looking at a screen that is not pertinent to the show whatsoever.
I'm finding the TikTok numbers. 49% of the users on TikTok are teens. What do you think the other
49? Well, so I mean, teens. That's a pretty small age range. That doesn't. I'm talking about people all the way up to 30.
Those, they got money, bro. They buy stuff. I mean, who do you think? Look. Who do you think buys the most stuff?
That is just wrong, Meredith. Come on, you can like me more. Oh. I mean, first I got JB, the dead weight,
loyal,
and then Pierre, who I thought was my boy.
He is your boy.
He gave me one little thing, but he did.
John
makes an excellent point.
I noticed you took it down because at the end of his statement,
the rest are spammers and bots.
I don't know. Really? Spammers on TikTok? What do you?
Why wouldn't they be? There's millions of people using it. Of course.
No, but I'm just saying. I mean, it's like, I don't get a lot of spam.
I need to go back, though. Meredith, come on now.
I don't get a lot of
spam. Come on.
But the thing is, the conversation was that there are more than just kids on TikTok.
They're more than all right. They're more, but what brought everybody's attention were the kids making these crazy videos, and then once the adults come in, just like with Facebook were kids first, and then when the adults got hold of it and found out, that's where I could go to connect with.
But you act like you act like there's not like 1/2 of all the population on the planet now are on or have a Facebook account.
Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, who cares if the kids leave?
Oh, most of the people that buy these things, they buy it because of the people, not because of the platform. They buy it because of the people on the platform, for the most part.
Go ahead, put up Meredith's comment.
Yeah, and let's see how long your kids will be on TikTok once all these old people invade.
Keep talking about the kids.
They'll find something else.
Kids ain't loyal.
Are you loyal? Are you loyal? No. Kids ain't loyal.
Kids ain't loyal.
Ain't nobody loyal.
Kids ain't loyal. They always looking for the new thing. They'll move on. Bye.
Oh man,
they'll get bored with TikTok too, without anybody buying.
All right. Let me see what's next up. I thought that there was something I wanted to talk. We talked about the fintech. I think you kind of glossed over it a little.
I don't know. Ramon says he doesn't know any real adults on TikTok. I know J-Lo's on TikTok.
Well,
and A-Rod makes some good TikTok videos.
Oh my
Will
God,
Smith
really?
makes great TikTok videos.
Oh, here's another thing. Going back to India. No. So this is really interesting to me because this is another piece of the Indian pie.
Hey, hit Ralph too.
Hit Ralph. I didn't even see that. Kids do not have the real budget. Yeah,
that's my whole point.
Oh, please, Rolf. Rolf is my boy too. I'm not going to go off on Rolf. That rhyme. I didn't know that. That's pretty good. Yeah, but kids drive the budget. Kids drive the purchase decision more than it's the other way around.
I don't know where you get this from.
Oh, I know where I get it from.
I don't know where you get this from.
Artists, yes. So yeah, TikTok is good for artists. Yeah, that's absolutely.
Good for artists.
Yeah, it's true.
It's good for creative people. Absolutely.
Definitely. Let's see. So just to be crazy. So just do be crazy. It is TikTok. Oh, that's what we were saying, right? TikTok.
To be crazy.
Yeah. Anyway. All right.
So, all right. Netflix and Amazon. Oh, here we go.
To me, once again, Amazon's India strategy, I think they're putting it together. So if they get the infrastructure with the Verizon deal, I don't know if they have net neutrality over there or not.
So how about this? I will give you that Amazon is not necessarily doing the India play for retail. I think it's doing the India play for things like this. Subscriptions.
The whole thing, and this goes back to.
Now I got it.
What?
I think it's for subscriptions, and what we value for subscriptions is the Prime delivery here. But we always put together. There's all these other parts that are important to that. Not that important for us in America. We buy because of this one thing. I think in India, it could flip and some of those other components to Prime membership become the big aha for them.
You know what it's about? And it's just the case wherever country you're talking about. It could be here, it could be India, where. It's not about subscriptions. It's about attention. It's about attention. And if you can keep people's attention long enough, regardless of whether it's
then they'll give you your money. There's subscription.
It's converting on the attention. It's return on attention. If you're able to put together these, services and these activities and these offerings,
subscription. That's how you make the money.
Well, but it's about converting attention, because you can convert attention into single transactions, but you want ongoing. You want to keep people's attention long enough, and the longer you get it, the more likely you are to convert it into something. Yeah.
If you got people's attention, at some point you'll figure out how to use that and capitalize.
And Amazon is really good, and as long as you stick to the simple things, if you're able to keep people's attention, convert it into maybe an initial transaction, and then show what is going on. Oh, yes. Finally, somebody knows what they're talking about. Thank you, Ramon. Anyway, no, but if you are able to get their attention, keep it long enough for a single transaction, and then that transaction is delivered when they expect it to be delivered, in a way that they expect it to be delivered, and that says to them, oh, okay, I can trust these guys. Now I can do more and more with them. And if you're able to keep the attention and build the trust up, then you can move it around. You can move it to subscriptions. You can move it to, buying a live streaming service. You can move it to all sorts of things. But if you don't have it and you don't know how to convert it, then you're lost. And so I think what Amazon is doing with this India thing and what we just laid out, investment in infrastructure, invested in retail or digital payments, investment in streaming, they are layering the foundation. Will Walmart be able to counter that with their Flipkart part, or with their TikTok? If they're able to get TikTok, can they do that?
I think I see, but like I said, man, it's apples to oranges. You're comparing though. Flipkart, I don't think that's the big play here.
You're right. It's not the big play. You're right. Not the big play.
So I think Amazon's going for a really They're like, man, if we're going to rebuild this, second wave of domination in a whole nother country, they're going to start from the baseline of not what they did back in the day, which was just retail and 2-day shipping. They've got so many cards that they're going to play. And like you said, it'll get people's attention, and ultimately it will end up being a way for them to capitalize. Absolutely.
So let's circle all the way back around.
All the way. You want me to get my nail clippers?
No, not that far back.
Okay.
Please. Okay. Let's circle back around to the Microsoft Walmart potential partnership of buying TikTok. And I'm still going to throw in Facebook, because that Facebook Microsoft partnership on the streaming aspect. So let's say they have all the components. If they are able to buy all this stuff, it's like the Super Friends here. They're able to buy it, have it all. Then it becomes execution and consistently being able to keep attention and convert attention. And I just say that whenever you add more layers of complexities, meaning more customer or vendors to the partnership and more capabilities you're trying to layer on top of each other, it becomes almost impossible for it to be executed the way that you imagine it could. Whereas if you're one company who has all these components, you have less friction involved, and you have more of a likelihood, not to say that it will happen, but it seems like you have less obstacles that allow you to potentially reach that goal. And that's why with this discussion, and I think it's been a great discussion, I think you've made a series of excellent points. And I agree with a lot of those points.
What else is new?
But I think if you have one company that has the major role, the parental role, that can make the calls and can move things quickly and let things fail fast when they fail and get to a success and ride that success. I think when you have one company or at least one top dog that is leading that, you have less friction in your way, and you have more possibility of actually seeing this take place. When you bring Walmart and Microsoft and Facebook and TikTok, to me, is a minor player compared to those three, although they're the hot player right now. Yeah. But you have all these top dogs, type A personality dogs as partners. I just don't see how they can work together efficiently like one top dog partnership.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there's something to be said for that. Absolutely. I mean, it's hard enough to get different teams to work together, let alone different cultures to work together. So, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at Rolf's. This morning we had a discussion about the hidden champions with Professor Conn Simon. It's very hard to catch up with Amazon's customer. I agree with that. Is Oracle out of the game already?
I think they're done.
I don't even know if
they're out of the game, but I think it's going to end up being a price war.
They're in a different. They're not the same type of company though that Amazon is. Yeah. I mean, so I don't even know if they're playing the exact same game. I didn't even
understand Oracle. Did you understand it?
No, I of course I understand Oracle. They do Oracle does a lot of good stuff, and they have a platform.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about Oracle TikTok. I didn't understand that.
You know what? The Oracle has a couple of different acquisitions they've made over the past few years that has given them tons of consumer data, like customer profile, that like billions of.
So they just profiles to use it.
Well, that's what these all kind of do anyway. Yeah. But yeah. I like this. Rolf, I am serious about the potential success of Amazon on luxury. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Because you brought that to the attention. Let me pop that up. Maybe we'll go out on that.
Because I got a hard break here.
All right, go ahead and talk about that because you were the one that brought that one up.
What's that?
The luxury brand, Amazon doing its luxury brand platform thing.
Man, crap! What? I forgot all about that. Let me see.
You had that one.
Huh?
I thought you had that one in your memory.
I did, but I don't remember what I wanted to say. Oh, the retro. Okay. So, in what could be the newest venture in retail fashion sector, Amazon is reportedly opening or progressing with the intentions to roll out a luxury brand platform in September. And the platform is said to showcase 12 domestic brands and European labels. The project was reportedly first set for the spring, but held back because of COVID. And it also has $100 million marketing effort in the works. So, you know, it's great. It sounds good. Let's see, you know, because like I said before, we've seen Amazon try this with other, you know, they've done things with Michael Kors. What's the wedding dress lady, you know, the Asian wedding dress.
Oh, lady. Vera Wang
Vera Wang, right.
Wang.
You know,
I know that.
Right. Then they did a whole fashion show live from Paris and tried to do so. And then they did that TV show with the people from Project Runway, brought them on. So, I mean, they keep trying to do this with retail fashion. They're trying because they understand that's the churn, that's the money. And if they can get the major brands in, fantastic. This is a pilot. We'll see how it goes. I think this, again, is very similar to what you're talking about when you're talking about bringing Walmart together with, you know, Microsoft. Trying to bring these brick and mortar fashion houses to the web is it's a nightmare, you know, because you're dealing with unique customers and having it as a separate platform. We'll see. I remember when eBay tried to do a separate platform and it just didn't work well, you know. So we'll see. I'm not like, oh my God, that's going to be such a winner. It could be such a loser. It could easily be such a loser. So I'm up in the air, but if it works, that'll be fantastic for those brands because they need help. They need help. Brick and mortar is in trouble, you know. And
you make some excellent points, and I totally agree.
So,
I agree with that.
I'll say.
No, that's good stuff. This was good conversation, and I really appreciate all the comments and everybody chiming in, even the annoying people like Jeffrey Alpha.
Annoying people? What annoying? You mean my peoples? The people that actually have, you know, serious thought and are actually no.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You mean the people that like to clip their damn nails on a broadcast? Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we've got it on tape, folks. So if you want to hear the clipping, just turn it.
He said he will not buy a $200,000 car at Amazon. I hope that's what he's saying. $200,000 car at Amazon.
Rolf, I probably wouldn't do that either.
Right, but you know what? People are buying, you know, very high-end jewelry on Amazon.
Well, I say that because I probably wouldn't even buy
a $200,000 car just walking in.
You know how much the most expensive car I've ever bought in my life?
I pretty much know, yeah.
It cost me $22,000, man. I'm sorry. I can't be spending all my money on a car. Anyway, this has been a great show.
And he paid it in cash, people.
Anyway.
Cash.
I paid it in
unfolded his wallet and be like, boom.
I paid it in toenail clippings. All right, folks. So this has been another Watching Amazon Weekly. We will see you next week. Guess what? I'm guessing there'll be a lot more things for us to talk about.
I'm sure there is, man. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
See ya.